Hello, and welcome to Carnegie Library of Pittsburgh's Teen Time at Home. My name is Dan, and this is my partner, Ollie. I'm happy you could join us today. For today's activity, we will be celebrating Women's History Month by learning about an incredible group of women who won a war. They did this by cracking codes. A code is a way to send information privately. I bet you've used a code before and don't even realize it. Do any of you have any younger siblings or relatives? Have you ever spelled something out to your adult so that a little one wouldn't know what you were talking about? Well, that's a very simple code. Today, we're going to learn a more advanced code and about some remarkable women. I'm glad you decided to be with us today for this activity, and we'd love to know what you're interested in and would like to do in the future. Please let us know down in the comments or send us an email to teens@carnegielibrary.org. Now let's get started on our code.
One of the earliest codes is called a Caesar cipher. It's called that because Julius Caesar used it to send private letters. It's that old. It's simple too. Each letter of the alphabet is shifted forward a set number of positions to another letter in the alphabet. In our example, we're going to shift each letter 3 places. So, A equals D, B equals E, C equals F, and so on and so on. And then, once you get that initial shift that you know that A equals D, you just fill in the rest of your code sheet, or another word for this is a crib. So we know that A equals D, and just do the alphabet after that. E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. So we'll come down. N equals Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. And now that we've got to the end of the alphabet, we're going to come back around. So X is going to equal A, B, and finally Z is going to equal C. So now we have our code, our code crib. So the next thing we're going to do is I want you to write a message and leave some space. So I'm going to write our message here, and then we can decode it, and then we can encode it here. And then your next line of text would, if you want to skip a line between, you could skip here and then put the next line down here. So the message I want to send you all, as I've been thinking about you all a lot, is WE space MISS space YOU. We definitely miss you. So now we're going to encode this. So what is W? Well, we see here that W in our code is Z. So let's write Z there. E equals H, M equals P. And be careful as you do this too, because once you see this M, don't encode from down here. Like, use the black letter. And that's why I have these in different colors. It makes it a little bit easier to follow along with. All right, back to it. I equals L. S equals V, and we've got 2 of those. So we can say V and V. Y equals B. O is R. And finally, U is X. And I can't possibly pronounce this, but this is encoded with a Caesar cipher with the shift of 3 places. In your grab and go kit, we have included this coded message here on the right. Now, can you solve this? Based on the crib that we just went over, you have everything you need to solve this message, and I'm going to give you a hand. The first letter in the code is F. Now we come over to here, we see that F is in red here, so the first letter is C. When you get the answer, and I know you will, just email us at teens@carnegielibrary.org, or drop the answer down in the comments, or find us on Instagram at CLP Teenspace. Good luck.
So how did a group of women win a war? Well, women haven't had all of the same opportunities as men in the past, and we're still struggling with equality today. In World War II, the Navy and later the Army recruited students from women's colleges to participate in a secret program. They had to crack some of the most intricate codes the world has ever seen. This was work that many thought women couldn't and shouldn't do. They couldn't be more wrong. If you'd like to know the rest of the story, you should check out the Young Readers edition of Code Girls by Liza Mundy. Here is a great picture of Anna Cara Christie working on codes for the Army. She later worked her way up to become the Deputy Director of the National Security Agency. I bet all the people who thought that women couldn't be code breakers didn't see that coming. Now, this book is available to pick up at the library, and you should check it out.
Did you know that in Pittsburgh we are lucky enough to have our very own codebreaker? Julia Parsons just turned 100 and spoke with WESA on one of their shows about her experiences during World War II. And it's exactly the subject that we just talked about in the Code Girls book. And this will be down in the links, and I urge you to check it out. It's really fascinating. This is a German Enigma machine, and I'm going to show you how to encode a message later on in the program using the Enigma code. But yeah, Julia Parsons, our very own code girl.
Also, take a look at Top Secret by Paul B. Janeczko. This book is a history of codes and ciphers, and I really love it for the illustrations. They do a great job of explaining things, and they're pretty funny. You can also order this one and pick it up at the library. If you'd like to check out an interesting code book available online, look for the Code Book for Young People by Singh, and this is on Libby. This covers a lot of the same material as Top Secret, but you can get it straight to your favorite device. Now, let's go back to the computer to look at some more code examples.
Okay, I wanted to show you this website where you can play the classic board game Mastermind, but you can do it online. And it's at mastermind.jul.dev, and this is a great site because you can play it on your device, your mobile device, or even on a computer. So it scales to whatever you're playing. It actually looks better on the mobile, but I'm going to show you on my computer right now. In the upper right hand corner you can click How to Play, and it goes over the instructions and the rules of Mastermind, which I've actually included in your grab and go kit as well. But let's take a look. So let's play. So you've got 4 positions and you've got 5 different symbols that can fit in here, and symbols can repeat, so you could have 2 red, 1 blue, 1 green, and that could be your code. But let's see. Let's try red, blue, blue, green, and let's see what I found. Okay, so only one of these, there's only one color that's correct in here. And I'm imagining it's not the blue ones because, well, it could be. So let's actually just reveal the code and we can see. And you see that the green one was the right symbol, but it was just in the wrong place. Let's try that again. So red, purple, light blue, dark blue. Okay, now this is a different example. The black symbol indicates that there is something in the right place and position. The white one means that we have the right symbol, but it's not in the right position. So let's just reveal the code. Okay, so we see that the black one represents the 4 here because that's correct, and this purple one was in the wrong position, but it was the right symbol. So let's actually try and do a full game now. And I hope this makes sense. Let's see if I get lucky and can crack one quickly. All right, so this is a good start. We have 1 in the right position. So, and 2 are in the wrong position. So I'm going to guess, let's say that maybe the red one is correct. And let's switch these 2 around, and maybe that gets me something correct. And let's throw that 3 in there. All right, so I see that I've lost a color. I've lost one of my white pegs. So that tells me that this 5 was correct, but it was in the wrong position. And I think I guessed right on the red one because that black peg is still there. But let's see. So I'll do 1. Let's pull the 5 back. And the other 2 that I think it could be is this purple and this blue. Let's switch them around. And let's do 2 and 4. So that was incorrect. All right, let's look at the answer. So 2, 2, 1, and 5. So up here, this black one, the 5 was in the correct position. And 1 and 2 represented these. That's the correct position here. That's why we got those. In this one, what one was correct? We see the 2 was correct, and the only other one that was in the final code was red, and that would have been there. So we look at this one, and nothing is in the right position, but that 5 is present there, the 2 is present there, the 1 is present there. Okay, well that's basically how to play, but it's tough to explain. You've just got to get into it and try and solve it on your own. Let us know if you like this and have any success. All right. Now, lastly, I wanted to show you this really great app. You can get it on a computer or a mobile device, and you can find it at cryptii.com, CRYPTII.com. And this is an interesting app because you can either encode or decode and just a ton of different codes and ciphers. We talked about the Enigma machine earlier, and the Enigma machine was unique because it had a number of different rotors that had to be set in the correct position on a different ring, and these were all changed by a code book that was changed daily. So you can do some experiments and make some very elaborate codes. But let's use something that we've already talked about. We're going to find a Caesar cipher, and we see the shift is 7 places. Now we're doing a shift of 3. Remember, A equals D. So this gives us, we could put text in here, and this over here, it will actually encode it for you. So do you remember the first thing that we encoded together? We miss you. And there it is. There's the code. So if you'd like, you can send us a message. You can email us at teens@carnegielibrary.org, and maybe you want to say, Mr. Dan, nice video. I don't know why you would want to code that, but you could. And just send it to us, and we'll get back to you. You can also drop this down in the comments, or if you want to find us on Instagram, you can do so at CLP Teenspace. All right, good luck coding.
Thank you again for hanging out for Teen Time at Home. You can send us an email to teens@carnegielibrary.org and send us a coded message based on the code that we used today. Remember, it's a shift of 3 spaces, A equals D. Use the crib we made. It's linked down in the comments, and it's also in your grab and go kit. Keep an eye out for grab and go activity kits at your neighborhood CLP location to participate with us. We miss you, and we look forward to creating together next Wednesday. See you later.